bababui.
Bababui, tungguin dulu.
Let's hope di tengah-tengah nge-stream my internet gak habis. That would be
Hopefully.
so funny.
That would be so funny. No, I don't have anyhow.
It would be funny.
And yep, we are live. Thank you, Stream Elements. So, what are we doing today?
Show. Apalagi selain weekly SCPs.
Yes,
Enggak.
weekly.
Apa? What do we call it? Namanya apa?
It's
We have a name for it, don't we?
I don't know, man. I
Uh,
forgot.
yeah. File declassification. Yeah. Weekly
Yep,
file declassification.
yep.
Yes,
Anyways,
sir. Yes, sir.
we are back again with one of these bullshits. Hopefully, we don't remember.
Mhm.
We, what do we do usually? I forgot.
Kita random gak sih?
Oh
Pencet
yeah,
random.
we go random
I
first.
kind of forgot as well. Like gue juga lupa. Uh,
Alright,
oh
let's
iya,
go
apa?
random.
BTW, for anyone watching, the reason I'm not streaming is
Yeah.
because it's kind of funny. So my place itu hujan es, which I didn't even know was possible
I don't know,
in big
it's fucking
Indo.
impossible, bro. What the fuck?
Ya makanya, tapi daerah aku tuh hujan es. It's like hujannya bukan cuma hujan es, it was like a really violent storm and like banyak a lot of like the electrical grid mati kan. And when one of them mati, I think like my wifi provider kena, I guess. I don't know. Tapi my wifi isn't on right now, so I'm using my phone for
Bro,
tethering.
li-
Hopefully
literally
nyala
skill
ya
issue,
kapan
bro.
apa
Literally skill
naik.
issue.
Tapi ya, I already promised Red kita nge-stream malam ini, so I'm not a capper. See, I'm not a
Bro
capper,
has
Red.
been capping for the past like 2, 3 days, bro.
I'm
The
not a
whole
capper.
week,
Anyways,
bro. The whole week. We're supposed to stream last
anyways,
week.
no. We were yeah. Anyways,
Like,
we're streaming today. Yeah. So we're streaming
no
today. So
way. Alright.
gini, as the resident streamer yang lagi live right now, why don't you pick the first one?
The first one, where's the random one?
Mhm.
Random page. I should have clicked random SCP, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
what?
Berapa?
What? What? Okay. What the fuck is
You got
this? I got I got scp.com/what. This is the Wonders Library. Alright. We are randoming SCP at this house. You know what? Go back to the main.
kenapa kita berdua yang kena, men?
Okay, it's back. Okay. Damn. Alright. Alright. Random SCP. Let's go. Okay. Woo.
Mhm.
Internet's back. Internet's back. Oh my god, 1945. Literally 1948. Alright. We got SCP 1945. Let's go.
1945 ya.
Yes. It's a safe SCP, which is a 50-50 on world ending and just a goofy goober. Doesn't
Yeah, true.
seem like a long SCP, but, well, we know where that
Okay,
goes.
why don't you kick us off with the first reading then?
Alright. SCP 1945. Object class: safe. Special containment procedures. 1945 is to be monitored from Site 46, located approximately 150 meters from the edge of the anomalous zone. All electronic devices required on a site are to be stored within Site 46's facility, and under no circumstances taken into 1945 anomalous zone. Interesting. They have a zone. The secrecy of 1945 is to be maintained by a standard security or surveillance team in accordance with the object class. and the cover story of radioactive waste dumped upon the property disseminated in the local press. Security breaches are to be handled via non-lethal means unless absolutely necessary and directed through local authorities. Huh.
Uh-huh. Okay,
1945-1
interesting.
is to be observed by Site-46 staff at all times. For the purpose of recording analysis, Site-46 is contained a secure computer setup with software capable of decrypting, compressing, and responding to 1945-1. Only one member of Site staff may be in direct observation of the output data, with at least 2 additional staff present to ensure the observer's mental condition is not compromised. See Incident Report 1945.1.5. Due to the content of 1945.1, crossed out here is one personal defense weapon is to be kept in a stored site 1946 in the case of evacuation or repulsion of a hostile entity, which is crossed out. So, no firearms are to be kept on the person or in proximity to any member of Site 46 staff.
Yeah, I'm guessing something went wrong, yeah?
Something happened. Alright, 1945 is an anomalous region located over in the rural household of blank. In all observed states, the anomalous zone covers the entirety of the structure. However, the size and the shape of the field is uninfluenced by multiple conditions, including but not limited to temperature, humidity, electromagnetic waves of various wavelengths, and the presence of ferrous metal. And the diameter of the anomalous area varies from an average of 49 meters at midnight to an average 104 meters at noon. Was like a zone.
It's
Yeah,
a region.
it's a
It's a
region.
region.
Interesting.
Okay.
The
Interesting,
anomalous
interesting.
zone of 1945 has an influence of the current carrying capacities of all materials with an electrical resistivity of 2.4 units or lower. While any unit with power supply outside of the anomaly remains unaffected, retaining unchanged voltage, current, and resistance outside of the anomalous area, any instance of appropriate material within 1945 are saturated with a shifting electrical current, identified to be a digital audio output, resulting in a disruption or destruction of electronic device. Huh? So it's like an
It's a
EMPs,
constant EMP gitu maksudnya?
I
I don't
guess.
get it.
I guess a constant EMP. That's interesting.
Okay.
While
Uh-huh.
this current is not usually capable of leaving the area of 1945, a coating of lead to certain cable materials is allowed analog output to be extracted from Site 46, cataloged as 1945-1. Hmm. So a cable. So 1945-1 is a cable.
Bentar, bentar. Uh,
I don't understand. I still
tapi
don't.
it's not. Wait, gimana? Uh, so the cable is not anomalous. Maksudnya kayak they made it, right? Ini
I
this the foundation made this cable thing, ya kan?
Yeah,
Question
coating of.
mark?
I think they. Yeah. I think they did.
Why is it?
Hmm.
Oh, maybe belum kebaca full ya. I was like, why is it classified as a, biasanya dash one berarti kayak, tahu kan
Yeah,
kayak
it's
it's like
important. I guess it's the only one yang kayak apa?
bisa
The
keluar
car.
gitu.
Yeah, I guess the one is the current in the cable. I guess
Oke,
maybe.
sorry. Lanjut. Iya, kita lanjut baca dulu deh.
Nah,
Mungkin maybe it's
ini
that
the next
uh,
one literally 1945
iya.
one is a signal carried by the current manifested within 1945. Like, come on, dude.
Nggak
The
sabaran,
ne-
man.
Gas and has been identified as a repeated slow scan television (SSTV) signal broadcast with a 36 transmission time and a resolution of 320 to 40 pixel when translated into visual format. Yo, that's interesting.
Oh.
It's like bro, that's TV. The hell?
Tapi it's a slow scan television, which is like the
Yes,
ini nggak sih? Yang
it's
box one,
the itu yang garis-garis ya per line, I
iya.
guess. Yeah. Uh, 1945-1 is transmitted at 3 times the reading speed of original SSTV. No, it's fast, I guess. Requiring software to be modified in order to correctly convert the image. So it's SSTV but fast. Hmm,
I guess. Okay, sure.
interesting. When converted, 1945-1 appears as surveillance footage of a room that bears similarly to a standard Foundation humanoid containment cell with the
Wow.
video source located at the one corner of the room. SCP-1945-1 transmits 5 frames per minute. Not fast, I guess.
Nope.
As the signal is uninterrupted at all times, 1945-1 generates 1,200 frames per 24-hour period, or 240 minutes of footage. Huh, interesting.
This
Okay.
ini right now this is making me really question kenapa the like it's so it needs to be apa namanya like oh no firearm sama the mental state of the tadi kan ngomongin kayak oh
Yeah,
yeah
yeah,
two
yeah, yeah. It's
people
like,
have to watch over the mental state. I'm like what the fuck is this going to
something
be.
happened. I don't know.
I can't yeah sampai sekarang I can't tell what this is about honestly.
Yeah,
Sorry
I
lanjut
mean,
lanjut.
it looks like a region where you can capture, where about where electronic doesn't work, but you can get the
Mhm.
current from that region, and it transmit into a security, into a security footage. Question mark.
Yes. Question mark.
It's
Lanjut
like,
aja lanjut.
all right. According to 1945 one observation, the cell contains, okay, one steel frame bed with a classic mattress, pillow, and sheet. The bed frame is fixed. One metal table centered in the room. Two metal chairs in line with the image source. Neither chair or the table are bolted to the floor. See document 1.3. Three pieces of cutlery, a plate, a cup, and a spoon made of loose plastic. These has been replaced 3 times a day, whether or not food is consumed. No knife or fork has ever been observed. See 1.1. A mirrored window, identified to be an observation room, an adjoining room, presumed to be a bathroom, hidden from camera, multiple books, stacks of paper, and drawing implements, two intercom speakers situated in the opposite corner of the room, a young female humanoid of fair skin, black hair, designated 1945-2, believed to be the occupant of the cell, as 1945-2 does not leave the security footage except under unusual circumstances. See document 1.3, 1.4, and 1.7. Yeah, this sounds like a standard, like a standard SCP container cell. Hmm.
Mhm.
All right, continue. Let me continue. Oh, there is a lot of documents. Okay.
Yeah.
1945-1 has been observed to be outside the control of the captors of 1945-2. 1945-1 has been interrupted on 2 occasions. See document 1.2 and 1.4, and modified on 1. See document 1.5. However, the current lead researcher on site, Dr. Blank, has theorized that signal may be related to 1945-2, as both interruption has been consistent with the periods of traumatic unconsciousness. Hmm. Hmm. 1945-1 has been
Ooh.
determined to be live feed as document 1.6. It is assumed that the location of footage is under the effect of type 1 time dilation at a ratio of 6:1. Hmm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay, so okay, what the hell? So is it a time that okay? Maybe it'll explain a bit. Okay.
Ah,
Okay, additional throughout observation of oh my god, bro, I got a bot. Let me ban that motherfucker.
okay.
Alright. Additional throughout observation of 1945-1, there has been 6 separate instances of which SCP-1945-1 or its content has deviated from usual behavior. These are designated 1.2, 1.2 through document 1.7. 1.1 is a transcript of an average daily routine. Note that all time listed in document 1.1 are averaged from blank days of recorded footage. Due to the effect of time dilation, true times are unknown. Times of all documents are approximated based on comparison between 1451 and Foundation humanoid containment protocols. 1-1. Ooh. Okay. SCP, okay. Research report 94511. Blah 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 blah. Involve 452. 4 a.m. 1945-2 awakens. This is accompanied by notable decrease in signal interference. Clearly, nearly all image artifacts by observed reaction of 1945-2, it is assumed that she is awoken by some form of alarm or intercom. 1945-2 moves around the room for the next 3 hours, showing signs of anxiety, moving between both chairs and the bed and the chairs. 1945-2 has been seen on multiple occasions to lay her head on the table or assume the fetal position on the bed, observed to be crying. This time, lights in the cell are dim, making close observation of 1945-2 difficult. 6.
Okay.
Alright. 6:30 a.m. The lights in the cell increase luminosity approximately 500 lumens.
Yikes.
Yeah, is that right? I don't know.
I don't know. It seems bright.
It seems bright, like 500, like whoa. Alright. 7 a.m. The cell holding 1945-2 is unlocked and the first meal is delivered by an unidentified figure in a white lab coat. 1945-2 rarely moves from whatever position she is until the deliverer has left and the cell has been locked. 7:15, 1945-2 finishes her meal and pushes the plate aside, moving one chair to the furthest corner from the camera and staring at it for approximately 1 hour. After which she returns to casual behavior. It should be noted that 1945-2 rarely makes use of drawing implements. However, she has been observed to damage books and tear up large quantities of paper over the course of several hours. Okay. 3:30 p.m., two armed guards enter the room in full body armor, moving 1945-2 and the chair away from the table and holding her in her seat. A third figure approaches, applying an unknown item to the wrists of 1945-2. At this point, 1945-2 quickly falls unconscious, causing extreme interference to 1945-1, rendering approximately 75% of signal data unrecoverable. Footage of the following 15 minutes has not given any indication of what occurs during this period of unconsciousness. Hmm, interesting. Very
Okay,
interesting.
I guess. Uh-huh.
I suppose it links into her? Question mark.
Yeah, makes sense.
Alright. 3:45 p.m. 1945-2 awakens on the bed, indicated by the sudden increase in video quality. 1945-2 does not move from the bed, nor has she been observed to move at all after 3:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. Third meal is delivered to the cell containing 1945-2. 1945-2 shows no sign of acknowledgement and has never been observed to leave the bed. 6 p.m., 1945-2 falls asleep. This accompanied to slow decrease in quality, ultimately rendering approximately 60% of signal data unrecoverable. Interference appears to be that second SSTV string overlap with the first. The content of the second SSTV string is unknown. Hmm.
Okay, so far, it's interesting, but like, I cannot tell where this is gonna go. Genuinely can't tell.
Alright, you wanna read 1, 2? Bisa nggak?
Sure.
Alright.
SCP 1945 to date unknown or bukan unknown apa namanya? Classified. Subject. After extensive analysis of 1945, a test was approved in order to determine whether the signal effect of 1945 worked in both directions. Procedure. A second cable of copper wire was trailed from Site 36 to within the field of 1945, but earthed separately to the main circuit. A 60-second audio file consisting of a single tone beeps at 1 second intervals was digitized and applied to the cable. Results were observed via 1945-1 test commenced at 7:25 a.m. during a period when 1945-2 had shown little to no movement. Results. Exactly 7 frames after the signal terminated, 45-2 moved from her location standing and turning to face the speakers. She then returned to the seat, moving it to the side of the table opposite the door. 45-2 proceeded to sit and remain as such without movement until 12 p.m. when her meal was to be delivered. 45-2 grasped and flipped the table towards the door, following which she used a chair to assault the person delivering the food. After incapacitating the person, 45-2 attempted to escape the room, leaving visual range for 12.4 seconds before being forcibly dragged back into the room by two additional figures in full body armor. In the face of continued resistance, 1945-2 was injected with an unknown substance by one of the figures. 45-1 reached 75% data corruption in 15.7 seconds, indicating unconsciousness. Analysis. Previous lack of movement at the time of the test indicates that 45-2 was capable of perceiving the signal sent into 45. However, due to her extreme reaction, it is the opinion of Dr. Blank that no subsequent test to be conducted without further observation of 45-2. Okay.
Interesting.
Huh, interesting.
I guess it kind of
I
works
can
both
read the
ways.
next one. I can read the next one too.
Okay. Oh my.
Uh, okay. SCP 1. Document 1.3. Date classified. Description. Following the events of test log 1.2 the previous day, 45-2 deviated wildly from previously observed routine. 45-2 slept until 7 a.m. and was not awoken during the deliveries of food. 45-2 was observed pacing the cell over the course of several hours, finally settling at the table approximately 10:45 a.m. Unusual activity ceased until 3:15 p.m., at which point 45-2 began to move furniture to barricade the door, including the table, both chairs, and bedding. 45-2 then propped herself against the door and held the door shut for the following 62 minutes, before being forced back by a pair of armored guards. At this point, 452 manifested an anomalous effect of whose exact
Mm.
nature is unknown. Exact times were measured at the time of disturbance. Astaga. So,
Mm.
ini time frame kan, 0.0
Oh my
seconds.
god.
45-2 manifest effect. 45-2 stands in the center of the room, head tilted back and hands clenched. Armored guards attempt to engage 45-2. 0.7 seconds. Oh
Yo.
damn.
Oh my
Guard
god.
recoil, showing signs of disorientation and pain. 4.4 seconds. 45-2 falls to her knees. Both guards appear incapacitated, falling to the floor and remaining motionless. 7.8 seconds. 452 returns to standing. 9.2 seconds. Observation room glass shatters outward from the position
Oh.
of 942. 452. 451 is obscured but was assumed to be a fracture in the camera lens. 9.8 seconds. Both speakers in the room simultaneously catch fire.
Fuck.
10.6 seconds. 452 ends the effect as noted by movement from her previous stance, dropping to her knees again. What? 16.4. 9402 recovers climbing through the broken window and leaving visual range. The data corruption of 45.1 began to increase as soon as 45.2 left the room. 5 minutes after the escape attempt, 45.1 ceased audio for the first and only time since the beginning of observation. 45.1 resumed broadcasting approximately 14 hours later, providing an image of 1945-2 resting upon her bed with no signs of damage to the room.
What the fuck
What the fuck is happening?
is happening?
Okay, uh,
Alright.
you wanna read this one?
Alright, the next one.
Okay.
114, Revive 2, date blank 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 blank. Description: at approximately 5:40 p.m., lightning in the cell containing 45-2 went out. Secondary lightning kicked after 30 seconds, revealing that 45-2 had moved from the bed and was repeatedly striking the door with both fists. Observation of her behavior suggests she was able to hear or by some other means perceive something that caused her great distress. The behavior continued for another 43 seconds, at which point an unknown non-humanoid entity entered the cell via destruction of the far wall, showing no physical harm. An entity proceeded to grasp and throw 45-2 across the length of the room, causing an immediate drop in the quality of 45-1, running an
What the fuck?
approximate 87% of signal data unrecoverable. What the shit? Okay. While the video prevents extended analysis of the entity, it has been noted Dr. Blank Blank that it bears visible to data extracted before incurred damage during recovery by Foundation personnel. As such, the frames in the video segment containing footage of incident 1.4 are to be removed from storage 46 and moved to a more secure site. Oh, so that happens in the real world, I think. Hmm, that's interesting, isn't it? Like, that incident happens in the whatever time frame it was.
No, no, maksudnya I think it meant like, oh, it mirip sama something that's redacted gitu. Jadi
Um, I mean, that
before
means
it incurred, ya kan? Before it incurred damage.
by Foundation personnel, which happens in the
Berarti
actual
ini,
Foundation. So,
is this in the past? This zone is in the past? Question mark?
or the future? No, it's
Yeah,
past,
I
man.
don't know.
Pretty
I
past.
don't know.
I don't know.
Lanjut.
Maybe it will reveal. All right, let me read
Yeah.
1.5. 1.5. Oh, with SCP-45-1 this time. Date blank blank blank. At approximately 2:43 p.m., 45-1 ceased to transmit for a total of 60 minutes, during which time Junior Researcher Blank was assigned to monitor until the return of the signal. Upon the return of 45-1, transmission consisted of uniform black frames with negligible interference. 64 minutes and 40 seconds after the reactivation of 45-1, a frame was transmitted containing a Hemingway-class mimetic kill
Holy shit.
agent.
Holy shit.
As
Oh,
later confirmed
rest
by
in peace.
forensic analysis, consistent with Hemingway-class memory compulsions. Junior researcher Blank retrieved an emergency firearm located at 46 Site 46 storage and killed junior researchers Blank Blank and Blank Blank before committing suicide.
Oh
Vertical
my
transmission
days.
returned 47 minutes after distribution of mimetic image. Following this incident, a layer of artificial interference was applied to 45-1 in order to disrupt mimetic images. With the exception of Dr. Blank, all staff were transferred from the Site 46 to undergo psychological evaluation and replaced with researchers unaware of the previous incident. So that's why you know, no weapons.
Yeah, the gun. The gun.
Ew. Alright, addendum. Following transfer of mimetic frame to Sector 007 for research purposes, Foundation analysts discovered an identical instance was already in Foundation storage. This designation MK022277. The image was attached to the decommission Foundation protocol regarding the deterrence of elimination of surveillance from beyond Foundation physical reach. Ooh, staff below Security 4 are not to be made aware of this discovery. Document 45.1.5 not classified as an attack upon the Foundation and its asset. So tech,
A
okay,
decommission protocol.
yes,
Berarti ya it's in the past nggak sih? Berarti bener this is in the
this
past
might
maybe.
be on the past or maybe like a pocket dimension,
Oh
past,
yeah,
maybe like
maybe.
a time loop. It's interesting. So it, but
Something
why
like that.
is it reactivation? I guess, or the past future. I don't know. Interesting.
Iya.
All right.
Oke.
1.6. Let's go. Oh, this is test log? Okay. 45.2, date long enough. Following the events of 1.5, a second attempt to contact point 45.2 was made and discover more about this incident 1.5. Procedure. For the second test, an SSTV signal was developed featuring the words, "Can you hear us?" upon a plain background. As it advanced log 1.2, the signal, slowed by a factor of 6 in order to match the time dilation 1945-1, was digitized and sent to a range of 40-45. Tests began at approximately 7:25 a.m. Results: 45-2 showed an immediate reaction to the signal. However, no response was made until transmission was reached completion. At this point, 45-2 approached the camera, looking at it, reluctantly nodding and show affirmation. It appears that 45-2 is, by some unknown means, capable of perceiving and understanding SSTV transmission. It also notable that 45-2 is aware of the observation and conducted via the video source.
Okay.
Ooh,
So
scarish.
she can hear oh she can perceive that
She
the
perceives
signal
us.
question
She
mark.
perceives that we are real.
Okay.
Alright. Oh man, what the fuck is this? Oh god. Alright.
Oh.
Surveillance report 45 1.7. Involve 45.1, 45.2. Description. Approximately 2:43 a.m., 45.2 was removed from visual range of 45.1 by two armored guards. 45.2 awoke immediately, struggling and attempting to assault the guards. When grasped despite considerable resistance, 45.2 was removed from the room without incident. 45.1 began to decline approximately 37 seconds later. Approximately 2 minutes following the removal of 45.2, another armored figure approached source of the 45.1 and proceeded to move it from its location. Despite this, 45.1 continued to transmit, slowly declining in quality. 45.1 has continued to transmit to the current date. However, the quality of the signal has not improved, rendering all frames transmitted since unrecognizable. Addendum. After extensive audio scrubbing in an attempt to repair the last identical signal transmitted from SC45.1, a single frame was located depicting an icon printed into the body armor of the guard. For removal of the video source of 45.1. The icon has not been previously attributed to any GOIs, and no previous example has been recorded. Investigation into the origin and meaning of the icon is currently ongoing.
So
Ooh.
this may be an alternate universe ya.
Maybe alternate universe, yes.
That looks like the Foundation logo nggak sih? Bedanya ada
It
5 I
does.
guess.
Yes, it does look like a Photoshop logo. It
It
looks
kinda looks like it.
sick as fuck.
Uh,
Wonder why. Okay.
this
So
is interesting.
very interesting, but also, what the fuck?
Exactly.
I guess it's. I think it's in the past, but also alternate universe stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's either like that or it's just alternate universe aja gitu. Ngeri kan? It's like either in the
mm,
I don't know
maybe
actually. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. It's such a confusing. This is interesting though. Whoa.
What are we gonna draw? Oh, are you already in the magma apa
Oh
belum?
yeah. Invite. Let me open the mic. Invite my ass to the magma.
Udah.
I need to log in. Hang on. It's been
Udah.
that long. Hang on. Let me hide the capture. Log in. Lock in. With the scripture.
Gambar apa ya? This is confusing. I guess a girl.
White woman.
White woman.
White woman. No jump scare. No boy. No nothing. Alright, let me log in. Where is you? Hang on. This one? Yeah, sure. Give me that shit. Boy. Alright. Okay. I gue kayak a couple weeks back I was having problem with this. I was like, why can't I really draw with my new pen tablet, right? Turns out I didn't. My sensitivity was like too low and it can't detect the
Bruh.
difference. Like the pressure is like, bruh, that ain't right. Alright, how do you draw a white woman? Hmm. Uh, how do you draw perspective? Yes. Second coffee table.
Namanya berarti bukan SCP, namanya kayak PSC gitu.
PD. Yeah. Table, sure.
This was definitely a thinker ya. Definitely a thinker.
You have to think for this, but usually you don't need to think.
Yeah, makanya. This is kinda it's more confusing than normal, but you know what? I'll take it. Nggak apa-apa lah.
I'll
More
take it.
confusing.
No definitive answer, like the shit's happening, and you know what? Good enough, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what SCP is all about, I guess. And then the white woman. Yeah, good enough. Yes. Is that? I don't know. And then the jail. There you go.
Okay.
Let's see. How would you rate this SCP?
Uh, I don't know. I'll give it like I don't know, a 6 maybe.
Yeah, this sounds about right. A six is about interesting, but
Tapi kayak I don't
yeah,
know. Belum di I guess karena nggak ada lanjutannya. And like I guess it's fine if it's confusing, but like, it's like what?
yep. Like it's interesting, but that's it. So I
Yeah.
want more.
Alternate universe SCP is interesting, I guess.
Goofy. This looks like a Pokemon or something. Right. What's next, old man? Click on the
Okay,
random.
let me do it.
Let me do. You do random. They do it now. I should really make the the other eye glow. The what?
Oke, dapat ini 2029 J. Oh, nggak jadi. 1896.
I was like,
18
J.
1896. Nah,
96. Another safe one. This
yeah.
is plenty. Alright.
Oke, you ready?
Alright.
Okay, SCP-1896 item number object class safe. Special containment procedures. 1896 should be stored with the rope portion coiled and fastened with a sturdy cable tie. A sealed plastic cover is sufficient protection for the tie portion. The item is currently stored with the other Bonifay family artifacts at Research Sector 09. See addenda.
Artifact.
It's an artifact.
Hmm.
Okay. Description. 1890. Kita jarang nggak sih dapat item, biasanya dapat orang gitu.
Yeah, people were like, nah, okay, it's
Creatures,
items.
La
Interesting.
Creatura.
Goofy goobers,
Description.
yes.
1896 is a crudely made swing. Oh, okay. Makes sense
Oh,
now.
yeah, that makes sense.
Consisting of a hemp rope, approximately 3 meters in length, and an old automobile tire. If left unattended, 1896 will fasten itself to an invisible anchorage. The object will hang with the tire portion suspended 1 meter above the ground, rope stretching vertically and looped as if encircling a horizontal support.
Ooh,
Ya, kayak ada invisible tree gitu.
interesting.
For unknown reasons, this phenomenon will not take place while a human subject is physically observing the object. Video surveillance, however, has revealed that the rope portion of 1896 does not levitate but moves jerkily, as if it being tossed. This toss will sometimes fail several times in succession before the rope lands successfully and anchors itself with several loops. Oh, oke, kayak beneran ada orang yang lagi trying to do it gitu.
Yes.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Once suspended, the anomaly will remain hanging indefinitely. Attempts to sever the rope while the object is suspended has been unsuccessful. However, with some difficulty, the anchoring knot can be unfastened by hand, and 1896 will fall to the ground. These efforts have revealed that the object's apparent quote-unquote anchor is not only invisible but intangible. Subjects have extended an arm through the taut loop without struggle or side effect. While levitated, the anomaly has been observed to rock and sway as if in response to a breeze, even while contained in a draftless room. Less frequently, the tire portion will sag as if supporting weight and swing at measured intervals. If 1896 is touched at this time, its motions will still, and the weight and the quote-unquote weight simply vanish. Tests with human subjects suggest that 1896 is capable of temporarily distorting the sensory perceptions of those who sit or stand on its suspended surface. Huh? The intensity of these distortions increases in proportion to time spent in contact with the object. Excerpts from test logs 1, 2, and 3.
Alright.
Test 1, 5 to 15 minutes. Procedure: subjects are seated on 96 in its suspended state or permitted to stand on the tire portion while grasping the rope. Subjects are instructed to remain in the same position unmoving until the designated time has elapsed. Subjects are prompted throughout the test to describe any unusual sensations. After 20 to 40 seconds, the majority of subjects report feeling a slight breeze, although all tests were conducted in a sealed room. Three of the subjects described a sensation like sunlight warmth but without accompanying brightness. After 4 minutes elapse, subject and object begin a gentle swinging motion. Whether this motion is unconsciously caused by the subject or the result of the anomalous breeze is unclear. Almost precisely at the 5-minute mark, 9 of the 10 subjects visibly react to some stimulus invisible to research staff. The only subject who does not react is D4399, a 35-year-old male who has been deaf since birth. These reactions are notably positive. Subjects glance around the testing room attentively and several smile or laugh. Ah. Results: all 9 subjects, with the exception of 4399, who only experienced the tactile distortions, gave a similar report at the testing conclusion. As time passed, each individual had become less aware of the testing room. The majority experienced a cessation of the sun and wind, with several claiming to have heard the rustling of leaves or grass. When questioned about their visual reaction at the 5-minute mark, subjects described different sensations with a common theme. Some claimed to hear distant sounds of laughter, two described the sound of a woman singing, and a few heard children chanting as if playing a game. It is worth noting that the few subjects who regarded the experience as disturbing or unusual did so only in retrospect. Subjects invariably described their mind during the test as peaceful. That's kind of nice.
That's pretty
It's kind of
nice.
wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
Test 2, 20 to 35 minutes. Procedure as described in Test 1. The first 20 minutes of the test proceeded with the same results described in Test 1. After 30 minutes have elapsed, however, subject grow markedly less responsive to audible or visual cues from research staff. After breaking physical contact, subjects revert to prior levels of responsiveness and communicativeness.
Mm.
Result: subjects describe stronger and more varied sensations, predominantly tactile, but also olfactory and audible. Some remembered hearing the rustle of dry grasses or the sounds of insects. Others described distinct scent of smoke or wet earth. Subjects were unable to reconcile certain remembered details with prior memories or experiences. For example, while in contact with 1896, one subject claimed to hear katydids. However, after completing the test, he could not recall hearing the sound of katydids, or even the word, a colloquial name for tetragon. What the hell?
Oh no.
Tetragonids. Bentar, let me look that up.
Look that up, boy. Definitely some memetic shits happening here.
Oh, crickets.
Oh,
It means okay.
yeah, definitely some memetic
Test
shits
3,
happening here.
45 to 1 hour. Procedure sama. The first 35 minutes of the test proceed as previously described. After the 40-minute mark, however, subjects grew unresponsive to the point of appearing catatonic. The arc of 1896 movement increases significantly. Regardless of this increase in speed and motion, none of the subjects appear to be in danger of falling. After
Hmm.
50 to 55 minutes, the object's measured back and forth motion gives way to erratic slowing spirals. The motion continues to slow until the predetermined hour is passed, sometimes ceasing altogether. Despite the increase and decrease in motion, subject remain unmoving and insensible until a secondary party makes physical contact with 1896. At this point, some subjects fall forward, others startle as if waking from sleep. Results. As suggested by the results of test 2, the longer contact of 96 was prolonged, the longer the contact with it, the more vivid the subject's sensory experiences grew. In every case, recollected sounds and smells gave way to waking dreams of swinging under a tree in a wide field. Subjects described a similar setting with different details. 6 of 10 subjects recalled the sight and smell of burned grass.
Hmm.
5 subjects felt and saw bright sunlight, and 2 remembered a damp heat and glimpses of thunderheads. One detail was consistent in all 10 tests. At an unspecified point after the 40-minute mark, subject claimed to have heard a voice calling out to someone. Some described the voice as a child's, others as a woman's or a man's, but all 10 reported a similar reaction. The following excerpt from the post-test interview with D8526 that typifies the subject's
Hmm.
description of this
Let me
encounter.
do this one. Let me do this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recognized her voice right away. I'm positive it was a woman's voice, but deeper than mine, you know. Maybe older. It was the same woman who was laughing before, but now she was calling someone. No, I can't really remember what she was saying. I just don't know. She was saying, calling someone. Made me feel real like, I don't know. It's weird. But I thought about playing outside as a kid, in the street. Everyone would get called inside for dinner, and you would ignore your name a few times and pretend you didn't hear. When you heard your full name, it really meant business. You just jump and run, you know. Oh, her. Whatever. It sort of felt like that.
Oh, wait,
Um,
wait, wait, wait.
no, it wasn't my name she was calling. Pretty sure. Still felt like I should answer. Couldn't see anybody, but her voice kept getting coming closer. And first, sounded mad, like, "Get your ass over here now." She just kept calling, and no one answered. And she started sounding really scared, like, "Please, please." Like, just really helpless. I never saw anybody, but I felt like she went right past me. Couldn't move or shout or say anything. And she stopped calling.
Addendum 1. A similar tire swing has been identified in 10 of the 26 photographs contained in SCP-1890.
1890?
Close examination of these images, particularly the distinctive rubber thread, which corresponds to the models from 1920, as well as the results of test 3, strongly suggest that the object in containment and the object in the photograph are one and the same. 1890? And
I,
Addendum 2, CSCP-1928? What the heck? Any interconnected wallet, gang?
yeah, it is one of the artifacts, right? The Bonifay family
Yeah,
artifacts. So maybe that's the other one?
I
Hmm.
guess, question mark.
Alright. Interesting. Just an
You wanna
item.
read the other ones apa gimana?
Let's see 1890. Hopefully it's not that long.
Sabar, gambar dulu,
We
geng.
gotta draw first. Let's go. This is an interesting one. Not gonna lie. I would literally just. It's literally just this. Yeah. How hard is it to just draw a fucking circle, dog? I think it's this. Oh, I need to make it smaller. I mean, it's interesting how the even back then is like, yeah, fuck it. Here's a tire who I don't know swings on his own. Yeah, put that shit in. Like the the endless creativity of humanity has already run out back then. Also like this. Yep, that's it.
Get your ass back here.
Get your ass back here, boy. That's the 1890. The tire.
No, it's 96.
Oh, 96.
90 is the ini. Yeah, 90 is the other one.
Probably the photograph.
And then 1928 is the other one.
The other one. This one's interesting because of the connected. I'm gonna give it an extra point. How about a 7?
Bonafide family artifacts, yeah.
Bona fides. How are you feeling about this one?
I think it's kind of cool. Like apa and it's really apa namanya I kind of like the effects of it. Like apa namanya? Yeah, again, it's simple, but like yeah, it is a cool concept that like oh kalau if you write this thing you'll get hallucinatory audio visual things.
And then it
I'll give
only
it like
lasts into 1 hour, which is nice. It's like
I'll give it an 8.
uh,
I'll give it an 8.
an 8, yes, all right, 8. It's like, yeah, I mean, I have an hour to kill. Let's swing on the on the flying car. All right, next one. Let's see, 1890. How about that?
Okay, sure.
1890. This one's should be, yeah. That's okay. SCP 1890. Safe, objectless safe, special procedures. Items should be kept in an airtight container to prevent damage by exposure or pests. Researcher and subject handling the object are required to wear protective gloves. Registered staff are permitted to examine copies of photographs contained 1890 as the former have proven not anomalous. 1890 is currently stored with the other Bonifay family artifacts, C 1896 and 1928. At Research Sector 09, cross-testing of this object is no longer permitted. Description: 1890 is a small photo album that appears to the date of 19th centuries, well preserved but showing signs of age. The letter cover is printed to the word photographs, and the flip side has clumsily hand engraved with Bonifay in large capitals. The number of page album varies between 13 and 16. What do you mean varies?
What do you mean varies?
The page missing or additional are always blank. However, the album always contains the same 26 photographs. What do you mean?
Okay.
Okay. These photographs cannot be removed without damaging the album, but nevertheless appear in different order every time the album is opened.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's cool.
Despite being labeled as a family photo album, the photographs depict individuals of various ethnicities. The majority of African Americans, followed by Caucasian and mixed race individuals clothed in contemporary style of Seminoles. Subject are posed in solitary portraits with family members and or personal possessions. 19 notation is made in ink on several pages. The notes are in American English, simple shorthand indicating family names, places, and occasion. While the arrangement of photos shifts frequently, position of notation does not. For this reason, numerous photos share the same label. For example, photos of 10 different young men have appeared over the label Junior. Deducing the original placement of photos and labels is impossible. None of the names of individuals in the photographs has been identified in archival documents or historical records of any kind, despite geographical and architectural details suggesting the photos originally taken between 1890 and 1928 in Belle Glade and Pahokee, Florida. Wait, 1890? 1928? Pause.
Wow,
That.
insane apa insane Oda level for skinning.
Hang on, that's the SCP name. Alright. Direct examination of content in 1890 for a prolonged period of time will result in symptoms reminiscent of prosopagnosia. No, prosopagnosia. Subject exposed.
Prosopagnosia.
What is that? Alright. Subject exposed to photographs for 12 hours, 4-hour intervals over 3 days, were able to describe Bonifay family members very clearly, but struggled to remember the names and identities of researchers and fellow inmates, even individuals with whom they interacted on a daily basis. These symptoms were temporarily abating after 24 hours. Subject exposed to the photographs for more than 60 hours, 4-hour intervals over 15 days, exhibited characteristic similar to acute prosopagnosia, finding it impossible to identify even intimately familiar individuals by their facial feature. Conversely, subject demonstrated his flawless ability to recall the details of all 26 modified photographs, describing its specifics with the shapes of the species of trees, number of buttons on a coat, or new teeth in an infant's mouth. One subject, who demonstrated notably poor retentive memory prior to testing, was able to recreate the intricate beadwork patterns on a woman's scarf with pencil and paper without any visual references. Okay. In
Huh.
subject exposed more than 60 total hours in contents of 1890, cognitive normality persisted up to 3 weeks. 80 hours exposure is in 1 month of normalities. Abnormal cognitive function. All subjects tested eventually regained original capabilities without marked damage or improvement.
Okay.
Damn. Alright. Acutely affected subjects, defined as individuals exposed to photographs on a daily basis for more than 60 hours, have displayed persisting fascination with the bony face, speculating on pastime, personality, and relationship.
Hmm, okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's a short one. Mm. Yeah.
Interesting as well, though.
Interesting second one, I suppose. And let me. Let me yeah. Let me, what is this?
What the hell are you drawing?
and I don't know what this is. Like the beat. The guy's making the beats. I guess I don't know.
I remember.
I remember. It's goofy. Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's a small one. It's a short one. I'll give it a what, a 5, 4, 6. It is
I'll
interconnect.
give it a six. I'll
Give
give
it
it a
a 6.
six.
Give it a 6. All right.
Okay.
And then the
Now
big one,
1928.
the 1928.
Object class safe.
That shit's
Procedures.
safe.
28 should be kept in a padded airtight case to prevent damage or accidental activation of anomalous properties. This artifact is stored at Research Sector 09 as part of the Bonafide family collection. Cross testing of 1928 with 1890 and 1896 has been suspended pending further study of incident times unit. See Addendum 2. 1928 is a banjo uke or banjo lele, identical to a discontinued brand originally mass manufactured in 1920s. When strummed or tapped with only one hand, 28 produces sounds comparable to a non-anomalous instrument. Okay. However, when a human subject places both hands on any part of the artifact, they will be compelled to play it, except in cases of disability or manual impairment. Subjects
Mm.
affected by 28 demonstrate consistently superior technique and speed in various styles of strumming and fingerpicking. No audible sound is produced by this compulsive playing. Huh. In-person observation and audio recordings have only reported the sounds of the affected subjects breathing or the rustle of their clothing.
Uh-huh.
Tested subjects described their movements as involuntary while affected. However, subjects' facial cues and body language suggest intent, concentration, or thoughtfulness. While under the influence of 28, subjects will not respond to visual or auditory stimuli, only returning to full consciousness if another individual comes into physical contact with 1928. 6 images of 28 identified by distinctive scratches and the capital BON scratch on the back of the head have been found in 1890. The instrument is pictured in the hands of individuals of different ethnicities and ages or placed on display with other valued possessions. Addendum 1. As of 10/12 blank, 7 days to the hour since the first test conducted with 28 and a human
Ooh.
subject, a secondary effect has been observed. Whoa, secondary effect?
Mm. What's that? Oh my.
Oh, okay. Excerpts from the notes of researcher Hart. While 10/12 blank, while returning another item to containment, a research assistant noticed that 28 was vibrating inside its protective case. The assistant reported this anomaly promptly and did not attempt to handle the object. I arrived within 5 minutes of the alert, at which point the vibration had ceased. A second later, the sounds of banjo music could be heard in the
Ooh.
immediate vicinity of 28, unmuffled by the case, at about the same volume as a comparable instrument being played. After about 60 seconds, the melody was joined by a voice singing in a style
Mm.
reminiscent of a Sprechstimme. I can't repeat that. Of a Sprechstimme featured in many American folk songs. This quote unquote song lasted for approximately 4.5 minutes, but the assistant and myself were unable to record the music. Curiously, although we both identified the song language as American English, we were unable to remember any of the lyrics or even individual words of the quote unquote song. 28 was removed from containment for close observation.
Mm-hmm.
2 days later, 10/14, at 15:07, the phenomenon occurred again, myself and several assistant and D-class subjects observing. Despite the cooperation of 6 listeners, no members of our group was able to recall the lyrics of the song after its
Oh
abrupt end.
my.
Listeners also describe markedly different voices, some identifying the singer as an adult male, others as an aged adult male, an adult female, or a child. Memories of the song's melody and style remain. However, the subjects unanimously recalled hearing a quote unquote lament or synonymous descriptor. Attempt to record the music with analog digital even devices resulted in nothing but 5 minutes and 60 seconds of static. 5 days later, 10/19. After the third recurrence of this phenomenon, 7 days to the hour after the initial third test of 2028, it was clear that the timing of the anomalous music coincided with the dates of the initial tests. In preparation for the next occurrence, a visual recording of the fourth test was set to play simultaneously with the first notes of anomalous music. Whoa! In
Ooh.
accordance with times noted in the original experiment log, a level 2 researcher was with considerable experience playing string instruments observed and confirmed that the test subject's motion in the recording were perfectly in sync with the anomalous music. And then
Mm-hmm.
11.2, this phenomenon has been observed 10 times in the course of 2 months, always corresponding to the date, time, and duration of previously conducted tests. Addendum 2. Sometime after the observation of 28 secondary effect, approval was granted for cross-testing of the Bonifay family artifacts 28, 1928, 1890, and 1896 in an effort to learn more about the seemingly interrelated history and nature of these items. Incident Times Union describes the textual and photographic alteration that occurred as a result of these experiments. Okay, so this is interesting. Jadi
Mm-hmm.
the 1896, the like apa swing itu kan kayak it's a visual auditory hallucination.
Mm-hmm.
The 1890 is like the picture, and then this is like a temporal anomaly question mark.
I guess it's a delayed song. This one's a delayed
Uh,
song. That one's is a remembering their details but not their
yeah.
names. And 1890 is the feeling, I guess. I don't know. All right.
Okay.
Experimental
Uh,
log. Oh my.
Close exit from experiment log procedure. 1928 was placed in the hands of the subject already under the unanimous uh, anomalous influences of 1890 into the book, i.e.,
Mm-hmm.
still experiencing acute face blindness and ability to recall the bona fide photographs in great detail. Designated Group A or 1896, i.e., having recently experienced more than 40 minutes of associated sensory distortion and hallucination. Described Group B, with Group C consisting of subjects under the influence of both items.
Oh my god.
Result: subjects of all three groups were unaffected by 1928's compulsive properties. Instead, upon placing both hands on the artifact, subject expressed nostalgic attachment and familiarity with the object. Subjects in Group A immediately and unquestioningly recognized 1928 as the artifact depicted in 1890, expressing delight at having a chance to see quote unquote the family's baby banjo, a phrase used
Mm-hmm.
by 5 of the 7 test subjects. Regardless of prior knowledge, subjects were able to answer questions pertaining to the history and technical properties of the banjo uke with some specificity. Each subject claimed to know the original owner of this instrument, although no two subjects described the same individual. The artifact was described alternatively as a wedding present, the handcrafted work of a multi talented farmer, and the product of a successful barter with a witch, among
Which?
other detailed anecdotes. Subjects in Group B all recognized 1928 as a familiar object, but were not certain why or from where they recognized it. However, unlike subjects in Group A, when prompted to play the instrument, and in some cases without prompting, Group B were able to play the instrument with a moderate to high level skill, despite being specifically chosen for the lack of musical background. Unlike
Mm-hmm.
music previously produced by 1928, the melodies were immediately audible and recordable. Oh, whoa! The
Mm-hmm.
songs were recognizable American folk tunes predating the 1930s, including Idumea, O Deaf, Pretty Polly, and a traditional arrangement of Psalm 137. While it's impossible to be certain, the similar themes expressed in the song's lyric, particularly Psalm 13:7 or Babylon, quote unquote, which was heard most frequently, may have some connection to the artifact's history. Subjects in Group C did not seem to display a combination of the previous behaviors, but experienced heightened delusions of familiarity with 1928. The subjects seemed to regard themselves as descendants of the Bonifay family, unconsciously slipping into
Hmm.
first person when relating to the artifact's history. As in previous cases, no two of these stories were identical, although many of the places and persons mentioned corresponded to the notations in 1890. When Group C subjects were prompted to play the instrument, they not only played but sang and frequently offered to perform quote unquote an old family song without prompting. As in previous tests, however, these songs have proven unrecordable by manual or technological means, neither researchers or test subjects were able to recall the lyrics sung. Incident Times Union. What a
Times
photo.
Union.
You wanna read this
Oh,
one?
okay, let's go. That's scary as shit.
It's an old photo.
That's why are they staring like that? They're staring into my
Oh, yo.
souls.
I like how all the heads line up though. Kayak agak bikin horizon line gitu. It's kind of
That's
cool.
yeah, concerning. But okay. During and after testing of subjects in Group C, anomalous irregularities were observed in the several paper documents. All of these documents are either inside or in the near vicinity of the testing room. While the subjects were speaking or playing under the influence of 1928, most of these irregularities consisted of the word family, or a short phrase, by the waters, please consider my age. Oh no. Appearing in the middle of sentence on
Oh,
both handwritten and typewritten documents. Total of 18 altered documents were collected. See attached files for detailed list. And cessation of testing seems to be curbed, spread to the enormous changes. Copy on altered photos previously depicted as an empty field. Interesting. What?
oh, okay.
Oh, previously was a fucking empty field. Now it's a lot of
Yeah, and
family.
then ada orang tiba-tiba. Okay.
Interesting. Of this collected item, most notable is a copy of the local Sun Signal newspaper dated 0110, 110 blank, during testing of 1928 with a Group C subject. Assistant researcher Evans observed the text and image printed in the newspaper changing to reflect 1920's edition of the Times Union, one of the oldest Floridian newspapers. Hmm. These changes were incomplete, affecting only individual columns and pages of the document. Sports column reporting decades old game, political articles changed to reflect the local concerns of Florida 1928, etc. Of the great relevance, however,
Oh,
were changes to the obituaries and photographs. Photos are not only altered to reflect the technology of 1920s, but changes to the feature indistinct human figure in spaces that had been blank. None of these figures can be identified. The obituaries section was expanded to include nearly 1,000 names, in some places printed over top of one another, all sharing the surname Bonifay.
Bonifay.
1,000?
Huh.
Oh, indeed. What the fuck?
So the Bonifay family. That's interesting.
Why is there 1,000 of them?
No clue.
Oh my gosh.
So jadi it affects people and they like oh the people jadi kayak reminiscent about the Bonifay family. But if the combine jadi it changes reality itself to like oh the Bonifay people folk. Jadi kayak even the time frame jadi kayak ke push ke 1920 something
Or
something ya kan?
it's, I don't know, maybe it's recollecting the history from the previous past.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It is consistent to the timeline of 1928, but
Hmm.
hmm,
That's cool though.
that's cool. What the fuck do we draw then?
I don't know.
Uh,
It's a buke. Ya kan?
it's a what?
How do I draw you?
I'm gonna draw the field, I guess. The scary field.
BON. Huh. Interesting though. Very interesting. I like
Very,
the
very.
apa
Mhm.
kayak the interconnectedness of it.
Literally just like, yeah. How about we combine these two? Actually, it is from the same. What if they keep playing? It is only 5 minutes of song, I guess. they keep playing. They like play it again,
Yeah.
play it again, jokes. And like, okay, it's 1920s now. Yeah, interesting. I can't forget the hats. The image does have hats, right? Oh, all of them have hats. Shit, that's scary.
Yeah, the Bonafide hat.
The Bonify hats. The fucking. What is this? A cult or something? I don't know. Let's see. Also, dog, we gotta do like a proper draw stream, man.
Yeah, we do.
I haven't drawn. Good enough. It's very interesting. Give it about a 9. A 9? Sounds like a 9. You do it. 9. Okay.
9 sounds good. 9 sounds good.
9 sounds good. 9 sounds good.
Yeah, I think like soalnya yang ini yang kayak this one was the connecting one ya kan of all of
Okay.
them.
Yeah,
Yang
the other two.
1896 sama 1890 was kind of disconnected. This one was like oh my days.
There's like how we combine those. Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Me, let me add something for this one actually.
Apa? Or I forgot.
Bro for gore.
Real.
There you go.
Okay.
Alright, what's next?
One more sounds good. Gimana?
One more sounds good. Oh my, it's about 9. Damn, and one
How long have how long has the stream gone?
1 hour.
We've been doing this for kok nggak kerasa? What the fuck? Nggak kerasa anjir.
It hasn't really. Look, it's like
Oh, the Bonifay effect. The Bonifay.
the bonfire artifacts, man. It's pretty
Oh
good.
my days. Even reading it nggak kerasa sejak. Oke, apa? You go
Alright,
one random. And I think we're done though. Soalnya udah mau malam and
it's
gotta wake up tomorrow.
fair enough. But yeah, alright. Cause SCP, come on.
Yes sir.
Alright, what's this?
Berapa?
What's this? 3581.
3581.
Yeah. Oh, it's a neutralized one. Damn.
Oh, jarang-jarang.
Okay. Alright. Let's do
Ini
it.
3581 Cornelia.
Alright. 3581,
What
object
is the
class is
image?
neutralize. Special containment procedure. S3581 is long deceased,
I
and
think is
any
that
remains.
image.
Is that a bird? Is it a bird?
I think it's a bird. Yeah, looks like a bird.
Alright. S3581 is long deceased, and any remains are yet to be recovered. Interest or outside sources toward 3581 is negligible. Information surrounding 3581 is to continue to perpetuate as a local folktale in the region of Ukraine where it was discovered. Ukraine. The archaeological site near Artsys, Ukraine, will continue to be monitored by Foundation agents until the conclusion of the project. In the event that any further relevant information is discovered, the Foundation is to seize the assets by means of purchase or redistribution. Description. Based on the description of recovered artifacts, 3581 is believed to be in Migris galopavo, a domestic turkey.
This is a turkey. This is a bird.
I guess. Notably, this species is exclusively native to North America. The manner in which one of its remember became relocated to modern-day Ukraine is unknown, but thaumaturgical tampering is suspected. Recovered artifacts related to 3581 have been dated to around 510 AD, and suggest that it was a member of a small and short-lived independent civilization with a closer influence and teachings of the Sarkic cult. Sarkic? For information relating to Sarkic cults, refer to the associated GOI file. Fair enough. The Sarkics?
Okay.
What do you mean this?
Interesting.
What do you mean this turkey is connected to the Sarkics? What do you mean? Alright. Despite having been a domesticated animal, 3581 was not used in his lifetime, and it seems to have held a respectable position in society. What?
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
status? Okay. Though it was originally acquired to the former purpose, it was spared upon having been adopted by an influential woman, and eventually became a local celebrity. Historical texts also
Okay.
point to 351 named Cornelia by its adopted family, having been sapien, though the extent of this support cannot be verified by current records.
Okay. It's a
Okay,
sentient chicken, apparently.
okay,
Or turkey, sorry.
it's a sentient chicken, a turkey with a of a popular moment. Yes, okay. According to translated historical records, a combination of drought and relative isolation caused a period of famine that lasted for 10 months in the city in which 3581 resided. Despite having been a member of upper class family and therefore not an immediate risk of starvation, 3581 willingly chose to sacrifice itself to provide food for the starving families. However, according to the translated documents, this occurred by 3581 lighting itself aflame and dispersing such that cooked meats rained from the sky in a basket waiting below.
It exploded.
The
Okay.
fuck? Whether this is an accurate representation of event or exaggerated praise by historian is currently unknown. Although the sacrifice 3581 is believed to have prevented many deaths by starvation, no other historical records of the city have been dated past 570 AD, and it's likely that within the following decades, immigration and other factors caused the small civilization to inevitably divide. Addendum. The following is the partial translation of recovered document relating to 581. Further complete tests refer to the section Sudasa in the Ancient Eurasian Civilization and Cities S- SCPF SCPFN archive. As promised, Cornelius stepped from his home and trotted solemnly down the path to the gathering place. A few people who had come to pay their respect waited with sharpened knives, believing that he would ask to be slaughtered. But when he stopped, with a few clicks of his beak and tongue he lit a flame and dispersed into flesh ashes, and the smoke from his feather lifted such that cooked meats rained from the sky into the baskets waiting below. It is unsure where or how he learned this trick. The magician could not answer when he asked. Cornelius' flesh proved to be quite abundant and for an animal of his size, and it has been saving grace to the families who believed that they would starve. Not much remained of Cornelius' body when the flames died out, but the salvageable ashes and remains were placed in a box and buried beneath the floor of his home. Footnote 2. Location of the house, suppose 3501 supposed live and buried through research. An empty wooden boxes was discovered buried mere centimeters beneath the surface. Forensic trace results were inconclusive. However, plans method of other bones found on site appear to correspond to the Meleagris genus. Okay,
So it's a bird.
I guess. Let me see. Meleagris genus is definitely a turkey, yeah? Let me check.
So it exploded, giving food to the people who were
Yep,
starving. That's kind of
those are turkeys. So
cool.
basically, the turkeys lit itself ablaze and meat rained from the sky.
That's kind of funny, gang.
That's pretty
Like,
funny, gang.
I know it's a serious, like, oh my god, the sacrifice, but like, that's kind of funny image.
The yeah, that's kind of funny, gang. Not gonna lie. I'll go down with my fucking sacrifice. Look, gonna really wanna. I think it's. How to draw turkey from the back, bruh? How do you draw turkey back shots?
Turkey, what?
The turkey back shot. The turkey back shot's gonna be insane. Hmm,
I'm gonna draw the exact same as the thing.
damn. Fucking-
The image of him exploding is so funny.
It. I mean, he's not explode. He lights himself on fire.
Okay, okay, sure, but like, come on, kan dia berubah jadi chunks of meat that rain down.
I don't know if he rained down or the meat or he make meats rain down. It will be funnier if he explode. Like,
I think he exploded, gang.
yeah, I think he exploded.
Oh damn, gue baru nyadar kita nggak pakai warna ya dari tadi bikinnya.
Imagine pakai warna malas.
Malas sih, true.
And fucking what meat? I guess and like the full chicken. I guess he got two because he is the Cornelia the Great, bruh. It's pretty. This one's gonna make it the head. There we go, bro. He's kinda cooking there. This one's one of the funny one, bruh. Like, damn, Cornelia the goat, bruh.
He might be the goat though. Like self-sacrifice, kind of goated.
Cornelia the goat turkey. Like this. Ain't no way. Damn, Cornelia pretty epic, not gonna lie. How are we feeling about this SCP gang?
It was solid. I think like a solid 7, ya nggak sih?
A solid
Personally,
7.
opinion, it's a solid 7, solid
A
7.
solid 7. There it is. Baby. We speed running through this shit, man. What's that? 5 in an hour 20? Damn. Gang, that's pretty legit. But you know what?
I think cuman bisa segini ya kita malam ini
Yes,
karena apa?
yes.
Yeah, we have limitations for tomorrow. uh,
Mm-hmm.
actually, uh, mau 2 kali nggak minggu ini gitu? Kayak again
Ooh,
Sabtu or something or like
I
Kamis or
think
Rabu.
yeah, I think Saturday I still alright. Saturday, I think Saturday is fine. Rabu, no, don't think so. I think Saturday is fine. How about Saturday? If not, you play. But if something happened again Saturday, I swear to God, bro.
Trust me, trust.
Oh my
I'll
God.
try to apa? I wanna try to stream tomorrow. Monhun. I've already like apa namanya? Performance-nya udah I fixed it. I think ya. So I should
Bruh,
be able to stream session lah.
bro, you have to
Retro
promise
banget.
me. You have to
Retro
promise
banget.
me if your Morhon stream failed, you play Bloodroot. How about that?
Oh sure sure. Actually yeah sure sure. If I
Yeah,
if the stream like crashes, gue ganti ke Balatro langsung.
you gotta promise me, man.
I
uh,
promise I promise.
alright, alright. Well, I suppose that's it for the stream. It's gonna be
Hey.
a short one, not gonna lie. But
Kind of short.
yeah. Well, that's it. I might stream. If not Saturday, Sunday, I'll fully stream. Depends on my assignment this week. To be honest, I got a lot, and I kind of wanna make another Master Duel.
Bruh.
I am working. I mean, before the stream, I was working on one. I was like halfway done, so I'm gonna finish that tonight, I suppose. Yeah,
Bruh.
that's about it for the stream. Anything from you, Sola?
Uh, follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky, I guess. I don't know.
Follow him on Twitter and Sola McLovin. Sometimes kind of malas nyarinya, so you can search for it on your own. You're a smart guy. You watch Twitch. You can use Google.
Yeah.
And yeah, did you know that YouTuber Johnny Somali got charged by I don't know, I think disturbing the public for 5 years in South Korea?
I saw the tweet.
It's it's pretty banger, not gonna lie. He's gonna be there for
Hello.
until like 60 or something. I don't know. I think that's not really the first one. The first no, popular Twitch streamer got jailed on South Korea, bro. And also, fun fact, that was also the first time on the legal system on the South Korea the word twerk was used on court.
Ain't no way,
Eh,
gang.
the the prosecutor be like, this motherfucker twerk on public. Bro, I think he's cooked, not gonna lie, gang.
Maybe, gang, maybe.
But other than that, hopefully I will not be him. I will not be arrested by five charges in South Korea anytime soon. And yeah, this